first map, which we are going to be seeing Blood Run, and I think we're going to be seeing Blood Run as the first map all the way through the European qualifiers, as that's the round that it starts on, and from there it'll be loser picking the next respective map. So Tox, he's going clutch first, part of the meta now. And I'm going to be learning a little bit about Spart1e today in terms of what his champion matchups are. But
I'm going to assume Spart1e just picks Quake Live champions, Ranger, Nyx, and probably BJ.
Is that what you're expecting?
Yes, but I could be wrong. Might be Visor, but I'm not expecting Anarchy or Sorlike or whatsoever.
Tox took a little bit of time there picking Nyx.
He picked Clutch. Okay.
All right, so we're seeing clutches already early on. Do you think we're going to be seeing a lot of clutch throughout the day? I know since his update, he's kind of taken the game by storm a little bit. Is that what you're expecting?
Yeah, he's a very powerful champion. He has some weaknesses. I think he has. I don't think all his weaknesses have been exploited yet.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing you do when you encounter Clutch in close combat is just not be in close combat.
Yeah.
You should just rail him off or do some damage at a distance.
Do you think you need specific champions though to counter him, or do you think that any champion has a good chance of doing it if you play him right?
I think in general, the way the game is being played right now is that there's probably champions that are better at countering others than some, but in general, yeah. For example, I think Sorlike is a good counter Clutch because his spit goes through the shield.
Okay, fair play. Well, guys, we're getting started with the first map here of the day between Spart1e and Toxic. They're actually going to be getting combat straight away. Tox used his shield immediately, but since he only had the lightning gun and hit scans, basically, well, aside from rail, his shield wasn't really up at all, and he might start off with a small disadvantage.
It was actually a very aggressive move by Spart1e. He used his Dire Orb to get to the Mega Health, and I really expected a kill there, but Toxic didn't follow through with that LG.
And you can see at the top that Spart1e's been pretty weak on health. He's managed to find himself some health bubbles and the small armor up at the top. And that's the first time I've actually seen damage done from bottom to top on that grate. So, fair play.
Yeah, Spart1e is quite weak, and he really needs to avoid the Clutch here, because Clutch is stacked. He's got 200 health and 100 armor, and he's about to pick up a heavy, and then he's on for the hunt.
And with his movement, he can just rush him down. The one saving grace for Spart1e is that Dire Orb can get him out of a sticky situation, and because the hitbox for Clutch is so big, you might actually have to worry about potentially being telefragged at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how much. I think you can. What's the max damage you can do with a Dire Orb if you don't telefrag it? Is it like 200?
I've definitely seen 100, 150 moving on to there, but
I haven't played Ranger enough to know that. Like, so I've played this game a lot, and I still don't know all the characters by heart.
I'm
so
pretty
still
sure.
More to learn.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely loads to learn in this game. I'm pretty sure I've used Ranger a fair amount. 100 damage usually the most you get. If it's more, then you're expecting 10,000 damage worth of telefrags.
Yeah, 10,000 damage would definitely kill you.
It's pretty slow start. I thought we were gonna get things off really kind of friskily at the beginning after that first encounter, but Spart1e is really trying to dictate the pace of the game and staying out of Toxic's way. He just does not want to be rushed down at all. And of course, the players cannot see the X-ray that we're getting on our vision, so Tox is just not quite aware that Spart1e's up there, and Spart1e's been crouching in the corner at the same time.
Yeah, he's taking his time because he knows that Clutch is absolutely stacked to the brim right now. 200 health, 150 armor. Spart1e just has his full stack.
So how do you approach this if you're Spart1e?
Yeah, it's really tough, but I just think you need to hit your shots, hit your distance shots, and get rid of that shield wall. And as soon as you get rid of that shield wall, you can go in for the kill. But on Blood Run, going in for the kill if you're that stacked it's just an uphill battle.
And I think that's the issue for Spart1e, trying to get him to pop that shield. He's almost relying on Toxic to do an overly aggressive move where he, in a premeditated sort of way, pops his shield to go into combat, and then Spart1e has an escape route.
Yeah, I think there's actually been one fight in this entire match. Well, right when I say that, of course they're gonna fight.
I don't know if you call that a fight, really. That was more of a sort of
skirmish at the beginning of Mega Health was like the only skirmish they had, and now you see Toxic is trying to make something happen, but Spart1e is just playing the defensive game. But now actually we could see something happen because
we might get the second fight.
Yeah, but Spart1e tries to double back.
It's just a little bit of damage, and immediately the damage that Spart1e's incurred is enough to make him say, "Okay, I'm getting out of here." The shield is down for Tox, but it's whether or not Spart1e can really stack up enough to get damage. There's a bit of rocket damage. Every little helps at this point, but the shield is about to be up any second. Slowest game ever.
Spart1e could go for this heavy, and he does, but that's a mistake because there you have Toxic ready for him. That's a good escape by Spart1e there. Very nicely done with the Dire Orb.
He's going to have his health up, so he should be at Ranger's cap stack. But when you compare it to what Tox is working with, it's just...
Yeah, Toxic is working with a lot more than Spart1e right now.
We could see the first kill of this round. Determine who wins it, essentially. And I think I'm expecting that. I'd be very surprised if we have time to get a second kill the way these guys are fighting.
Frag limit 1 for this game, that's for sure. Oh, that is so risky, though. That
Unbelievable. Spart1e goes in to get the item, but obviously he uses his Dire Orb, so he's got no escapability after that. That's just...
I do not understand why he did that. I think that's a big mistake there, especially given that one kill would definitely decide this game, and he goes in he uses his ability to get the Mega Health.
If he can get the frag now, he's got 5 seconds left. Toxic's just going to run away and try and hold on to it. That is going to be round 1 going to Tox. And that feels like for 4.5 minutes, there was a huge amount of respect being given between each player. And then Spart1e did something a bit strange.
That's a weird... I've never even seen that move, just putting a Dire Orb through that little grate there, but...
Well, Spart1e's actually double tapped his ulti. You'd usually do that only when it's a small kind of error and you're double tapping your keys. It's like you double tap to do your dodges and your movement with clutch, and then damn it, I've just double tapped the one thing that's defending me.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that was intentional, but I'm not sure how well versed with clutch Spart1e is, because I've actually never seen him play it, and I know Toxic plays clutch, so. And now Toxic is going in for the kill. He uses his shield, but Spart1e gets away just in time. Now the shield is down, and now Spart1e could make something happen. He does have the health, but he gets railed right when he enters that teleporter.
He lost all those benefits that he would have just reaped from it. Oh, he's actually done some alright damage. He's got one more rail. There's no shield up, but Spart1e can't reload in time. So Tox is going to kill the second champion of Spart1e on this round. And now it's only Nyx. And Nyx is a bit... You can see Clutch as being a direct counter to Nyx, because he sees him invisible when his shield's up. Both players incredibly weak.
Toxic's really weak, yeah. He uses a shield, and now Spart1e could go for the kill.
He needs to hit a rail, though. Doesn't even go for it, then.
And now Toxic is just going to stand there for...
Oh my god!
Oh,
that wouldn't have killed him. I don't know, because of the damage reduction as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I thought it would kill him, but his one of his passives is a 20% damage reduction when he stands still, so...
And just because I've been playing so many clutches recently that I've started remembering that.
yeah, no, actually it's a pretty big deal. Yeah. But how often does clutch stand still?
That's it.
He's always charging forward.
Or just flying around places. Tox isn't really that stacked. He's almost relying on the small armor. Spart1e essentially got the same stack as a Nyx, and you've got Nyx is arguably the weakest character. Okay, he's actually moving in with the shield at the moment. Does manage to block some damage, but really not much exchanged between the two.
This is really a time when Spart1e should move in. He knows his shield is down. He has his invis ready, and he knows Toxic isn't stacked to the brim. So this is a time where Spart1e could try to make his move, but you can't go in overly aggressive as Nyx because she's just too weak.
Oh, he just saw Nyx using the ability, and I don't think Spart1e knows that Tox saw him do that. So
no, I don't think so either.
So Tox is going to try and go in for the kill really soon. As soon as he sees him, he's just going to fly at him, I think. If Spart1e survives, this would be
They can hear each other. They're fighting now, but now Nyx's best move is to get away. Her best move, sorry.
got to be it, surely. He's got the shield up. Just get the rockets on him. That's going to be a kill. And that is going to be the second round for Tox. And there was probably still another 5 or so seconds until Nyx would have had Ghost Walk available. So 2-0 up, and I think hopefully Spart1e, for Spart1e's sake, he's going to start warming up to these games a little bit. I felt a little bit just shaky in general.
Yeah, he definitely. Oh, close start again. Every start so far has been at the mega health, and now Spart1e is hitting his reels, and now the shield is up, but I don't think it's yet. Toxic gets the kill. Toxic gets the kill.
And Spart1e was missing the rails earlier too.
Yeah, he was missing the big fat robot.
What?
This is just a really big uphill battle right now for Spart1e.
Was there no armor or something on Spart1e? Because he just got one shot by the rail, and it wasn't one of those rails that you load up and does 90 damage or anything like that.
He might have rocket jumped. I'm not quite sure. I was watching. Or actually, Nyx spawns with 75 health and 0 armor, right? So
that's it then.
25 armor. I'm not sure. I don't play Nyx. I play Anthony.
I'm pretty sure that she spawns with 25, so I think you might be right with the rocket jump. Move again, Clutch versus Clutch over here. We still got the shield for...
That's game.
Wow, that was such a clean first round as well. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Toxic takes the first map, Blood Run, 3-0.
Clutched.
Clutched. Well, Spart1e did choose Clutch himself, but... So Spart1e did not get a single kill now, did he?
Did he get...
No, I don't think he got a single kill.
Was that Clutch the whole game?
Yeah, I don't remember Toxic playing any other character than Clutch.
I think you're absolutely right. That was 9-0 in terms of frags at least. That's dominating. Do you think some of it's got to do with the map at all? I know that in Quake Live, Spart1e was not a fan of playing Blood Run, but it's not like the same map in that way anymore, the way it plays. Is that part of it?
Yeah, the map plays a little bit different with the additional jump pad. I don't know really how to describe the area, but the map plays a little bit different. But in general, I just think it's because Toxic just played a much better game than Spart1e did here.
Seemed very stable. It kind of went downhill a little bit from that first round. We saw a very long 4.5 minutes where Spart1e... I mean, I thought that Spart1e was playing quite intelligently there, not rushing into anything too soon, and kind of, I don't know, just gathering your bearings and so on about the duel and getting yourself in that kind of competitive mindset. But then that crazy dire orb down to the mega where he was just in front of Clutch. And then I was like,
as soon as he did that, his mind just shifted into an aggressive Spart1e, and he just went in for the kills all the time. And it backfired in round 2 and round 3. So maybe he got impatient after playing round 1 so defensively, or taking his time, and then suddenly in round 2 and round 3 he just went too aggressive, and he picked Clutch as his first champion in round 2. Which he didn't seem too comfortable, given that he died within the first 10 seconds. But he's also used his lead, which it's a big mistake, especially in a close combat situation like that. Do
you think part of it is, I'm going to try and pick champions, which I'm not necessarily the most comfortable with, but I think I can counter my opponent with? Is that?
Well, the best way to counter Clutch is Clutch maybe. But it only is that way if you're actually comfortable playing a champion. It's not like you can just pick Clutch and be really good with him, or pick Anarchy and be suddenly amazing with him. You still need to have that. You still need to be able to use the abilities of the champions to your advantage. So it's not like anyone can pick Clutch and suddenly become a master killer like Toxic was in this round.
I think Spart1e, he's had his tester map over. He now needs to pick his super serious lineup. Let's just hope that wasn't it. And hopefully we can... Well, he's picking Clutch again.
He's picking Clutch again as his first character, yeah. So,
interesting.
Spart1e has Clutch and Ranger. Toxic is playing Slash. That's always fun to see.
No, he's only playing Clutch this round. If it goes like last map, he's only playing Clutch.
Well, Toxic might pick Slash. I don't know.
As a first round, as a first starting champion.
Could be.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Toxic is for the undisputed Quake 4 champion.
Yeah.
And Slash is the Quake 4 champion, like being able to crouch slide. And I always enjoy watching Slash move around the map. Really,
I think he's so smooth, and I don't know the movement because not that many people are playing him. It's just
her.
Sorry,
Her.
My bad.
She's,
I mean, out of all the characters, Sorlag, which gender I always get correct, the most obvious I don't, but yeah, it just looks so. And there are players, I know that Backstein later on's really taken a liking to Slash, and it's funny because he doesn't have the same Quake 4 pedigree, but he's really taken to him, and I think that's great. But anyway, let's get into map number 2 between Spart1e and Tox. If Tox wins this map, he's going to be going to the regionals. And I'll start on Spart1e first, actually. Let's see a bit of him in this clutch versus clutch matchup.
Yeah, so it is. Yeah, Spart1e did pick clutch as his first champion, and then he picked up the heavy, and now he's waiting for Toxic to pick up the rail. But Toxic's not falling for it.
And the rail's quite an important weapon, though, for clutch in terms because when you have your shield up, you can use that weapon, and the shield will only go down for a fraction of a second. So other weapons that go well with it are the rockets and the shotgun and things like that. Unfortunately for Spart1e, he couldn't bait in and do more damage on the rail.
Yeah, he tried to peek a rail, but then he moved his mouse away from it, and then right at that moment, Toxic fell down to pick up a railgun. So Spart1e missed his shot.
Well, he slightly outstacks Tox at the moment, but the items are up at the same time, so we'll probably see them collect their own, the items on their own side of the map.
If I look at them both and I see Toxic move around the map compared to Spart1e, Spart1e it just doesn't look as comfortable with the movement as Toxic does. Toxic seems more comfortable moving around the map.
Alright, we've got shields pop slightly late for Spart1e, so Tox's shield will go down. They're both kind of staring at each other. Good damage though from Spart1e. He needs to hit a rail here. One more, they're both crippled, but Tox is going to land the shot first.
Health.
Unbelievable.
Toxic had 3 health. I thought he was railable, but apparently he wasn't. Was that a damage reduction thing?
It was. He was railable. Okay, surely he's going to get him now. You can get a kill, Spart1e. Yes!
There you go. Clutch is down. Now we get to see some Slash.
Oh, actually, I'm going to switch back over to Tox because his Slash just is really... Well, we might not see it very often because it's dead after 5 seconds. Slash is gone.
Slash is gone, and now it's... Oh, Toxic used BJ ability. Does Spart1e have her invis?
She used the invis to get the kill on clutch. So we're actually getting a 1 versus 1 right off the first round in the second map. But you know what? I'm happy for Spart1e because for the first time in this series, he's got kills.
Yeah, there you go. It should give him some confidence for that. Even if he loses this round, at least it should give him some confidence for the next one.
Oh, interesting little move by Spart1e. He used this die roll very quickly, and he's got no health, so he's going to go down. I don't even think that BJ had his dual wield because he popped it when killing Nyx down at the bottom.
Yeah, I think Spart1e went a little bit too aggressive there. There was no need to go into a fight like that. But
3, 2, 1.
Toxic wins the first round.
2, fight.
And now it's Clutch versus Ranger.
Interesting. Sudden change of heart that Spart1e's having. He didn't do too badly in the Clutch versus Clutch matchup, considering 3 health left for Tox.
Toxic escaped with 3 health, and now Spart1e's in trouble already. I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna die here. Mid-air rocket. Yeah, mid-air rocket.
Now, I'm guessing the die roll was used for repositioning earlier, which is why he made no effort to...
He didn't. I don't think he had it ready. His die roll wasn't ready to get out of that situation because he used it earlier in the round.
So you just get stuck there, especially when Tox is hitting rockets like that. You're not going to have much control over your character movement.
Yeah, especially in a close fight like that, there's just not much you can do against a shielded Clutch. You can just try to run away, or you have to time your shots very well. Like as soon as Clutch shoots, then you have to shoot. So then his shield is down for a split second, but
you almost have to time that. Almost have to anticipate it in a way. It's
it's super hard, very hard.
But and now these guys are beasts, so we can expect some things like that from them. Spart1e's got to stack up a fair amount now, so I would expect an even fight.
Yeah, Clutch is really good on ruins because there's so much room to move around. You can just get some great speeds going within here. I think Spart1e used his shield a little bit too early.
He's not taking too much damage, so we see what his movement's like now. He's done some alright damage himself. Can he land a rail that could get him the kill? But I'm pretty sure Spart1e's vulnerable as well.
Yeah, Spart1e escaped with 46 health. So he's definitely vulnerable, and he's stacking up some 25 HP bubbles right about now.
Tox is getting the armor. I don't know if he'll have enough time to get over to the Mega and properly challenge for it. But I don't even know. Spart1e's not really in the same zone anymore.
There's a rocket jump, and he's got it. He's fully stacked again.
Spart1e just kind of left completely.
Well, Spart1e was super low, so now Spart1e is trying to hide and wait for the 25 armor to spawn. But good direct rocket by Spart1e.
He's going to try and escape maybe a little bit. He's not doing any shots. The LG, he's just going to get sunk to the bottom. And it's a 1 versus 3 at this point. Tox looking for a clean sweep on round 2.
Yeah, Nyx versus Clutch. Spart1e is in some trouble here, that's for sure.
Oh, he didn't see that. He has no idea that Nyx is moving.
This is good, but now he's too low. Nyx is too weak.
Tox LG as well. Even when you're going against the small characters, his aim is so powerful. It's Spart1e not standing a chance there. The ambush wasn't as effective as he hoped. And in a way, as some of these players, they can kind of smell out and sense when an opponent is using that Ghost Walk, and there's some kind of like sixth sense. I don't know how to describe it. They just get a feeling that someone's following them.
Yeah, I think it's just, I think you can hear it, but it depends on where you are on the map. Uh-oh, Toxic pressed it twice. Spart1e should go in for the kill here. Toxic make a big mistake here, and definitely Toxic is going down. Yeah, I think Toxic just double tapped his special ability, and his laser was suddenly up. So his shield was down, and his laser was up, but the laser doesn't defend you from a rushing Spart1e.
Do you think there's space in Duel to... Ooh, chunky. Space in Duel for that part of the ability of Clutch, or do you think you really should avoid it?
The shield is so good that I don't see a reason to use a laser at all. But I'm not even sure what the distance is for that laser. It might be the entire map. So if you're at a really long distance, you could use it, but then you're moving so slow that you can easily get railed. So I'm not too sure about the laser ability. And now Toxic is in big trouble here.
So much damage from Spart1e.
Spart1e should just move in. He can go for a kill.
He's going to go for those rockets. He's got to be careful with. He has to hit the next rail if he wants to commit to this. And he would really love to get himself a 2-champion advantage. 15 health left. Surely that is the signal to get out.
Spart1e's in big trouble here.
But Tox just ran away.
Oh wow, Toxic just... Toxic has no idea that Spart1e was at 14 health.
And he has taken every item on the map. Shield's going to be up in a moment, but there's no rockets left for Spart1e. So it's almost like if he has the shield up, he's got to do the work with rail and time his shots so that Tox isn't shooting through the shield. And look at this. This is
no idea that Spart1e is so low. Spart1e is still hiding, looking for that.
The health bubble spawns on the other side of that room as well, so he's not even next to a measly health bubble.
Well, Spart1e just hit for about 30 seconds, if not more, and now he's still only got 100 health.
Well, I guess he's in the lead.
He should just get away right now.
Ooh, a little bit of splash out there. And Tox has found him. He's so quick up at the top, and that teleporter, I think, gave Tox all the information that he needed. We're going to get Mega up in a second. We are going to get to see a bit of slash work as well. I think Tox may have confused the Mega and the red timing. The big armor timing is my mistake.
Yeah, could be, because the heavy's up right now, and Toxic sees it, and Spart1e probably thinks it's already taken, but it wasn't, and now it is. And now the timings are a good 10 seconds apart.
So I'm just enjoying watching the movement now.
Right? It's fun. Enjoy watching it.
A nice little rail that
it's very rewarding to move like that in the game.
Oh, missing that follow-up rail. That is going to be Mega for Spart1e, and Tox has decided actually this is not the time to commit.
Spart1e could go in for a heavy here. He just doesn't dare to run into Toxic's LG, and I don't blame him. Toxic's LG is scary. Especially if it's close like that. It's match point for Toxic, so...
That is, I was about to say exactly that. It's been actually such a quick series. If Tox wins this round, he's going to the regionals.
Yep. I think Spart1e could have gone in a little bit more aggressively with his rockets and fight for that heavy, but yeah, he chose to a more defensive route. But the problem is now that Slash is probably going to take all the items, and Slash is now as stacked as she can be.
And there's only 2 small armors on this map, and they're the opposite sides of the map. Spart1e, he's in the way of one of them. The rockets are pretty decent, and he's going to use the die orb to try and escape. He's at the bottom. Oh, he's so stuck here.
Yeah. And now he's got Nyx.
Spart1e.
Oh wait.
He's forgotten that he has a third champion. I think that's, you know, you feel disadvantaged during a set when you're forgetting that you've actually still got a champion left. But we'll see what Spart1e can do. I would like to switch to him just because this might be the last time that we see Spart1e playing in this week's qualifier.
Yeah, it's definitely match point now. If he doesn't get a kill within 40 seconds or his champion dies, then it's a good game. And Slash goes in for the kill, and an air rocket by Spart1e. No, he misses the rocket and gets killed by toxjq, and toxjq moves through to the regional qualifiers.
Well played, toxjq. I think some people saying or thinking, well, about time after last week's matches, but